We have just learned how to line up to throw strikes. Through a very simple system, I will teach you how to make most common spares. First, I will show you the spare leave, and then I will demonstrate it for you. There's a simple system for shooting spares. We're going to explain that system to you now. The 1-3, the 3-6, the 6-10, those are the three pockets on the right side. The 1-2, the 2-4, the 4-7, those are the three pockets on the left side. If your strike target is standing on 20 and throwing over the second arrow, in order to hit the 3-6, you would move 5 boards to the left. In order to hit the 6-10, I suggest you move an additional 6 boards. Now going back to the beginning, you're standing on 20 for the strike pocket. In order to hit the 1-2, you move 5 boards to the right. To hit the 2-4, move an additional 4 boards to the right. To shoot the 4-7, move an additional 3 boards. The reason that you move less boards going right is that the ball is going across the lane and the ball have a tendency to hook a little more. This is a very common spare, the 4-7. When shooting for the 4-7, the ball should enter at this point, just to the left of the 4-pin. Now let me show you how. Now shooting the 4-7, you would move 12 boards right with your feet off your strike target, which was 20. Another very common spare is the 3-6. When shooting the 3-6, the ball should enter at this point, directly between the 3 and the 6, as the arrow shows. Now I'm going to show you how to cover the 3-6. You would move 6 boards left with your feet off your strike target. The reason that we move 6 and not 5 is because you don't want to chop the spare, so you don't want to take that chance. Move an extra board to the left so you hit the 3-pin just a little bit lighter. This spare is a little bit more difficult, the 6-10. The 6-10 is very easy to chop. When shooting the spare, you want to have the ball enter between the 2 pins. Now I will demonstrate how to convert the 6-10. Again, we're moving off the strike target. This is the 3rd pocket on the right. You would move 11 boards left with your feet. Moving on to a very common cluster spare, it's the 1-2-4. When shooting the spare, you want to enter on the left side of the head pin, as the arrow shows you. Now let me show you how to hit it. Now we're going to show you how to make the 1-2-4. Simply move 5 boards right off your strike target with your feet. This is the most difficult of the clusters, the 2-4-5-8. It's called the bucket. This spare is very easy to chop. The reason of this is a lot of times people hit it just a little bit too high and they will send the 2 pins straight back and leave the 5. The other reason it's real easy to miss is sometimes they'll hit it too light, take out these 3 pins and leave the 8. In shooting this, the ball should enter right between the 2 and the 5, high on the spare. If the ball enters here, it'll take out all 4 pins. Next, we're going to show you how to make the 2-4-5-8, better known as the bucket. Off your strike target, you would move 4 boards right with your feet. This is the most common of all splits, the 3-10. It's called the baby split. In order to make this split, what you want to do is you want to have the ball hit directly between the 2 pins, entering where this arrow is pointing. The next one I would like to demonstrate is a 310. 310 is known as a baby split. You would move 7 boards left with your feet. 7 boards, because if you were to move 5 boards, that would be the 3-6. But you want to hit the 3-pin very light, so move an extra 2 boards. This is the most common of all pocket splits, the 5-7. In shooting the 5-7, you want to hit the 5 very light over here, send the pin into the 7. And this will become a very easy split after you learn how to do that. Let me show you how to make the 5-7, a very common pocket split. You would move 2.5 boards left with your feet. This is one of the toughest splits, the 6-7-10. In making the 6-7-10, you want to hit the 6 very light right over here. This will take the 6 into the 7, and the ball will take out the 10. This is a very tricky split. Let me show you how to make it. The 6-7-10, a much more difficult spare. You would move 13 boards left off your strike target. The 6-10 would be 11 boards, but you want to hit the 6-pin very light on the right side to slide it into the 7, so you would move 13 boards. This is the toughest of all splits, the 7-10. The odds of making this split is about 1 million to 1. In shooting for this, pick the pin that is easiest for you to hit. For me, it's the 10-pin. Take the ball and throw it very hard at it and hope that you get a lucky kick and it bounces out and goes into the other pin. Let me see if I can make it. The 7-10, the toughest splitting bowling. You would move 13 boards left with your feet. As you remember, I said it's 1 million to 1, and the chances of making this are very slim. So just take the ball and throw the ball right at the 10-pin and hope you get a lucky break.
I hope you've enjoyed this program as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Webb.
And I'm Lisa Wagner.